had to cover this one because this was too diabolical, y'all.
Just end him. That was the goal of a group of 10 and 11-year-old girls who surprise police say wanted to kill a boy at school. The motive? He's accused of cheating on one of them, so she wants him dead. The murder plot was simple. According to the police report, 4 fifth-grade students at Legacy Traditional School's West Surprise campus planned to lure a classmate to the charter school's outside bathroom and stab him in the stomach. And each girl had a role to play to get away with it. One would bring the knife, another would forge a suicide note to make it seem like he took his own life, and someone would act as a lookout while the other carried out the stabbing. And to avoid fingerprints on the murder weapon, they would wear gloves.
These are 5th graders, y'all. This sounds like something that out of a Lifetime movie that grown folks is doing. These are 5th graders. These are not like 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, women that are bitter at their husband and all of this stuff. These are 5th graders. This is a real thing. Plotting to kill somebody for cheating and then creating a suicide note to make it seem like that they killed themselves, and talking about fingerprints and gloves and knives. Dog, honestly, I don't even usually review like random stuff. Dog, I seen this come down my timeline and I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell is going on? 5th graders. Bro, look. First of all, I believe that their households, every last one of them, needs to be investigated. You need to figure out what the hell is going on in these households. That's number one. Number two, the culture has taught them this. It's in our movies. It's in our music. It's in the things that's going on that they observe and that they take in on a regular basis every single day. You have to be careful. You have to be vigilant. Man, stuff like that is one of the reasons. Stuff like this is one of the reasons why I considered not even having a child, because everything is too accessible. We desensitized. They talking about coming up with murder plots. Dog, in the 5th grade, now in the 6th, 7th grade, I had started turning a little bit dark. But in the 5th grade, I'm not even sure that I was strong enough to throw the basketball in the hoop the way that I wanted to. So I was doing it underhanded. We was riding bikes, playing tag. How old are you in the 5th grade? Like 10 years old or something like that? 10, 11 years old? 9, 10 years old? What the hell is wrong with these 5th graders? Talking about working on a murder plot. A murder plot. And here's the worst part about it. It's 5th grade girls. Fifth grade girls. What a murder plot. And remember, they're doing this because they think that the little boy cheated. Check it out.
Stab him and wants him dead. Girls who surprise police say wanted to kill a boy at school. The motive? He's accused of cheating on one of them. She wants him dead. The murder plot was simple. According to the police report, 4 fifth-grade students at Legacy Traditional School's West Surprise...
Look how nice that school is. Look at the environment that school is in. This ain't even in the hood or nothing like that. This is the Legacy Traditional Schools
campus planned to lure a classmate to the charter school's outside bathroom and stab him in the stomach. And each girl had a role to play to get away with it. One would bring the knife, another would forge a suicide note to make it seem like he took his own life, and someone would act as a lookout while the other carried out the stabbing. And to avoid fingerprints on the murder weapon, they would wear gloves. Documents say the friends came up with the plan during lunch and recess on October 1st. Legacy administrators worked with the school resource officer to investigate when students who overheard the plot came forward. The next day, their backpacks were searched and the suspects were individually questioned with their parents present. All 4 children were then arrested for threatening and disorderly conduct misdemeanor charges. The police report says 3 of the students showed remorse, but the 4th would smile and laugh while making excuses for their actions.
That's a demon. That's a demon. No. I don't really know if you know that is a real life demon. That is a demon that's in that school. And I almost can guarantee you that their parents are probably justifying it and protecting them and all of this other stuff. That is a real life demon. Fifth graders. Are we like? Is it different now? Is everything a completely different conversation? Are things different now to where now the children and now the parents are able to do something or doing something? Is it an overconsumption of social media? Is social media to blame, or is it the culture? What is it? Is it all together? What is going on? What are we doing, y'all? Honestly. And I'm curious because I want to know and I'm trying to understand what the culture is teaching people and why people think that it's okay for these fifth graders and why we make excuses for them. These are future serial killers. And one of them was just laughing, ain't even tripping about it. Rush King says, 80, this has been happening. Where? Where has it been happening at? Keita says it's everywhere. Yep, go get my belt. Got to perform an exorcism. Yeah, the belt would get that devil. Drive it far from thee. My grandpa told me it gets worse each generation. I believe it's the world's hatred towards men. I did my son the same way. Satan is influential. Lack of parenting. Spit a rod, spoil the child. It's the music. Technology is always the downfall of humanity. So basically, y'all saying just cover y'all eyes. What people are basically telling me with this whole situation is that what's that movie where everybody had to cover their face in order for anybody to survive. What is the name of that movie where everybody had to basically cover their face? How is it not new, Edward? How is it not new? Help me to understand how this is not a new thing. I've never heard of fifth graders plotting to kill somebody and they all working together. I've never heard, I've heard of high school girls that's doing dumb stuff. I've never heard of fifth graders doing dumb stuff like this ever in my life. How is this not a thing? How are y'all trying to convince me that this is normal and this is not something that's abnormal and this has just always been a part of it? I don't believe y'all. Ain't no way in the world that I believe y'all. Bird Box? Yeah, we just basically got to be Bird Box. No consuming of information, no seeing nothing, no cultural nothing, no nothing. Just everybody just go away. Everybody go away. That's what I'm basically hearing is that everything is Bird Box now.